Hey guys, in this video, we're going to look at several use cases that involve JavaScript using the JavaScript node that we have inside the platform, where you can use different use cases to upgrade your flow logic. The use case we are looking at right now involves creating a hash using personal information. Now, why is this useful? The reason why it's useful is because a lot of the times, especially when you are using e-commerce flows, you need to make payments. A lot of these times you need to make using your local payment providers. Now the thing is, a lot of these payment providers kind of want you to use their own APIs, and in order to make these API calls, you need to create and provide information in a hashed format. You cannot just use simple information and feed it to the API. This is done for a security purposes, as well as it keeps the personal information from leaking out. For this use case, we are going to use a library that is integrated inside the platform called crypto.js. I have some data feed into it into the node. It's pretty mundane data. You have first name, last name, email, and amount. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine all this information and then use the crypto.js library to create a hash, which then can be used further into my flows or making an API call. That's up to you. Now I have a variable called message, and don't worry about this JavaScript code. This will be provided to you in description as it is. Now I have a JavaScript node which is basic. I have a variable called message, which is combining all this information. I'm using the colon as as a separator. A lot of these times the API also requires you to, instead of using colon, you can use commas, you can use semicolons, you can use hyphens, whatever the API documentation requires you to, you can use it. A lot of these times you can even use spaces. And then once this node is created, this string is created, I'm using the SHA-256 algorithm to convert this whole thing into a hash. Now, SHA-256 is the standard cryptographic algorithm for all these payment providers. If your payment provider uses some other algorithm, 99% of the time it is also supported inside crypto.js. So once you have written this code, you can go and test this out, and you will see that it will generate a hash which you can then use inside your flows. That's it for this use case. Let's move on to another one. In this use case, we will be using dates and then using a library called moment.js and learning how you can add or subtract days, hours, years from a date or a date time variable. So for this purpose, I am just using a start date, which is just the date of today, and I have written it in the Unix timestamp format. This is also the journal standard template format. However, Moment.js is capable of identifying date in various formats. So if you are using a format like date slash month slash year, that is also acceptable. That is completely fine as well. So I'm feeding this JavaScript node with the start date, and then if you go down from the library, you need to go and select the a library called moment.js. Now you can also use chrono. You can also use day.js, but in my experience, I find moment.js to be the easiest. Once you have selected this, let's go over the code. Now in this code, I'm creating a variable called end date, and then I am feeding it in the variable that I defined at the top, start date, into moment, and then I'm adding days, and I'm adding days. Okay, and then I'm formatting the date into this DDMMYY format. If you don't want to add, you can also subtract. by just writing the subtract here, and it will work fine. Now let's click on the test function and see what is the result. Here you can see that the input date is 19th and the output date is 21. So what it did was it added 2 days. You can change this logic to uh, 5 as well. So let's see if it adds 5 days or not. And you can see that it did indeed add 5 days. That's it for this use case. Let's head over to the next one. In the last use case for this video, we're going to go over how you can change the formats of phone numbers using regex. So a lot of these times, especially when if you are in US or Canada, the phone number formats is usually provided in this way, where you have brackets and then you have hyphens as well to properly format the data. And the problem with this is a lot of these times, if especially if the data is coming from webhook or from a CRM, the phone format is somewhat like this. If you try to save this in the platform, that you will not be able to send messages, because inside the platform we only recognize the international format. Also, all the other APIs only recognize the international format. So now you have a dilemma where you are getting the data in a completely different format, and you cannot really do much to change it on the CRM side or the integration side. Luckily, in the platform, we also support data pre-processing as well as JavaScript nodes, where you can use a simple line of JavaScript to convert this format into a readable format by the platform. For this, we will just be using a simple regex one-line code to fix this. Here, we are doing is we are using the regex first to remove all the hyphens and all the brackets that we have. So that will remove the bracket with the 800 and the hyphen with the 784, and converts it into just a simple number. And then we are adding one ahead of it so that we have the international code as well. And once this is done, you can click on the test function and you will get the number in the international format. Now this, for the purpose of this video, I have used USA format and Canada format. However, if you want to generate it in a way that is applicable to your country or your region, the best way to do this is you can just copy this code here, and then you can copy it up and then click on try generate by AI. You can paste this code here and you can say, okay, this code is for USA purposes or Canada purposes. I want to have a format where I can change it to Brazil, or I can change it to Spain or Central Europe or whatever your country is. And that way the AI will generate a very specific code for your use case, and you will be able to carry on from there onwards. So that's it for this video. Have a good day.